So the 3-bar myths you need to know. The first one is that you have to put 20% down to purchase a home. I'm sure you've heard about it. A lot of people are, saving, because they think they have to put down 20% to purchase, and that's just not true. You do not have to have 20% down to purchase. So putting a minimum of 20% down on a house does have some financial benefits, but it is not required at all. So I just want to let you know that is not a requirement for you to get your first purchase done. There are several options when it comes to financing your home. So you'll want to meet with a lender to discuss your options. But waiting till you have that 20% down is definitely something that you do not need to do. There's also loans, different products that you can have that if you are having some, struggle having the money for the down payment, I can give you some tips on how to help with that as well. So my first tip is do not get pre-approved from an online lender. Make sure you're getting a local lender, and I can connect you with different local lenders all over the globe. So you want to start with a person and not just going on any old website and typing in your information. But if you're having any issues with coming up with a down payment, or not even if you have issues, if you just want some assistance in your down payment, you can go right on ahead, and there's different programs that I can direct you to, and my lenders will let you know that information as well. So it doesn't matter if you have a real estate agent. That is another myth. The myth is it doesn't matter if you have a real estate agent. Now, come on, y'all, that it matters. It definitely matters if you have an agent. Some buyers prefer not to commit to working with one agent, so they don't get the advantage of, once they have an agent. The advantage of having an agent are they're going to help you with showings. They're going to alert you of new listings when things come up. They're going to help you when it comes down to negotiations. They're going to work on your behalf, and they will always have your best interest. So if you don't have an agent, there's no one there to work on your behalf. There's no one there that's going to educate you, walk you through the process, and there's no one there that's going to have your best interest at heart. So you want to make sure you have an agent, because who's going to help you get your offer accepted? If you don't have an agent, it can actually prevent you from getting an offer accepted on a house that you may really, really love, because you haven't been educated on the market, how quickly you need to move, and what you should have in your offer. So it could also result in you losing money or overspending because you don't have anyone negotiating on your behalf. So if you decide not to work with a real estate agent to represent you, most times the listing agent is going to be working both sides of the transaction. The listing agent works for the seller. So if you're working with them, who are they going to be looking out for? So there's our instances where a listing agent could be working not even for you. They're just working the transaction. So you're not going to have anyone ask questions, get their opinion, because that's not going to be their job if they're serving both people. The last myth is that you should wait until spring to start looking for a home. Again, that is a myth. You should not wait until spring to start looking for a home. As an agent, we hear this all the time, like, oh, I'm going to wait until spring. It's not, the best idea to wait. Like what's happening in the spring that you can't do now? There is less competition when you're not in the prime months of buying and selling real estate. So buying in the off season could actually save you some money because there are less buyers out there, which means less potential competition when you're writing your offer. So that's pretty much a wrap for today. If there's any comments or questions, be sure to write them below. I'll come back and answer any question that you may have. But if you want to chat more about the home buying process and really learn what you can do to prepare for a successful home purchase, I'm scheduling buyer meetups. I'll meet for coffee, I'll meet for wine, whatever's more convenient. I'll even do a Zoom meeting so we can go over the home buying process. So thanks for tuning in to this week's Live with Angela. If you have any other buyer or seller topics that you want to hear about, just comment below. If you in all those questions, be sure to write them. I am going to respond to every single question that is asked.